Where Nothing Bleeds by Interstellarism on AO3. Episode 11. Chapter 10. Transmission. There was no way he could have possibly predicted how this night would go. Simon had the tendency to doom, as Ryland called it, about certain situations by predicting that a certain outcome would always end up with the worst possible outcome. When he pulled Ryland into that kiss, he was expecting to get pushed away. Even with Rocky's confirmations that Ryland did want the same thing as him, he couldn't trust it enough. There was a part of him that nagged. This isn't what Ryland wants. You're pushing his boundaries. He's gonna think you're a creep, and you just ruined your only shot at a relationship with literally the only other human on this planet. He didn't expect Ryland to kiss him back. That was a clearer than yes answer. Ryland would have him. Simon couldn't help himself. He tugs Ryland closer until he feels him pressed against his chest, gripping his waist. He notices that Ryland was taller than him by a few inches, but that doesn't stop him. Simon doesn't allow him to talk or process the kiss for a while. He keeps him close to his body, claiming his lips for himself, bringing their tongues together, and relishing in the little noises that Grace was making in between. It was stupidly cute, seeing him come undone like this. Someone told me I don't have 700 years to optimize my decision. Simon whispers against his lips. He was thinking of Adrian, how agonizing that must have been for them, to wait that long, to live without knowing if their mate was alive. Simon had wanted to wait so long just to know what it would feel like to feel the sun on his skin again, to see the life bloom again, to see nature, trees, those faded pictures from old faded images in his old school books, poorly photocopied from fragments of data that was salvaged before the internet died. The trees in his school books all looked like blotchy black and white illustrations. But they knew they were supposed to be green. Vibrant, Eridian green. An array of multiple different colors, paired with the sounds of animals that would sing their songs. He always imagined what life would sound and feel like, and nothing came close to the feeling of Ryland's lips on his. Simon touches him, quite shamelessly. He touches the places he's been deadly curious about since the day they met. He feels up his waist, his lower back, his arms, his shoulder blades, the back of his neck. He feels Grace inhale shakily as Simon's lips make contact with his neck. Fuck. This was heaven. He might not have made it to Earth, but he made it to paradise. If Simon could hear angels singing, it would be the sound of Ryland's short breaths and shaky sighs. If he could take a drink from the fountain of life, it would be the taste of him on his tongue. If he could feel the tender touch of the breeze, it would be Ryland's skin against his own. Finally, recognizing his wants, feeling like the greatest pleasure in the world. He doesn't want to go anywhere else but here, where nothing bleeds. I've been waiting so long for you to say that, Ryland says with a half cry, half laugh. I'm sorry it took this long. I'd wait forever for you. God! Ryland chokes up, wiping at his face. Simon wipes it for him. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm bad at this. I'm really bad at this. We can be bad at it together. They spend that night within the confines of their home, backed upon the little hill. Ryland was beneath him, doe-eyed and completely enamored by the sight. Simon swallows the pain of insecurity that hits him when he does that. He just had to open his heart for the first time and trust that Ryland truly loved this and saw something in him that he couldn't. Ryland was ticklish, he realized. He let out little laughs whenever Simon kissed somewhere he didn't expect. Simon melted every time Ryland touched him. A brush of Ryland's hand to his face, and he would sigh against it, pressing his cheek deeper against Ryland's palm. His body had craved intimate touch for so long, after so many years of knowing nothing but cruelty and pain. He couldn't go back to living without this. He couldn't. At some point in the middle of the night, Grace took over. He held Simon down, holding his face tenderly between his palms, kissing him with all the love in the universe, and cradling him in his hold. He watched as Grace left little kisses on scars that he associated with the worst years of his life. He watched him heal them, all with one touch. He was incredible. He would guide Simon's hands where to go instead of clumsily way he had tried it earlier. He would coo at him and tell him he was doing a great job. And Simon could tell he was using his teacher voice, and he would have to look away every time he heard it, having to glare at the wall because, dear Lord, if that didn't turn his brain into putty. At some point he realized that Ryland was just as desperate for his touch too. He would soak his touch in, expressing falling Waylon as his physical indulgence in the warmth of Simon's hands. Everything about it was intoxicating. He is reminded of how their hug felt for the first time, and how much that singular gesture had changed his life. This was even more than that. Simon couldn't help himself, leaning in to taste his lips again. They didn't go all the way. He doesn't think that was a priority for either of them. They were just so eager to be close that the most they did was hold each other and kiss each other's bodies. And yet it felt nourishing enough. Like you could throw him back on the SM-13 and all he'd have for a life support system was Ryland Grace's touch. He'll live for 1,000,000 years. He couldn't believe that this was his future now. He went from nearly choking and drowning to death in the SM-13 to experiencing a life that was better than anything he could have ever imagined. He wished he wasn't dreaming. But if he was, and it turned out he was still on the SM-13, dreaming up a life that was better as his final thoughts, then he could die right about now. But Ryland's kisses his lips again, and Simon keeps living. Sorry, I don't normally do this. My bad. I'm cutting this short. I'm sorry. Apologies. The reason why I'm cutting it short today is I had my blood? What? My blood drawn out today. And, I'm feeling woozy. And by feeling woozy, I mean, I straight up kind of passed out this morning. Would it qualify as passing out? Whatever, point taken is I was getting my blood drawn. Everything was fine. I was talking to the doctor that was drawing my blood. We were having a nice conversation. And we were finishing up the last part. She was telling me where the restroom was for the urine sample. And everything was going perfect. Everything was going fine, right? Like, yeah, sure. I was feeling a little, like, very tiny amounts of, like, I'm a little tired. But I was like, okay, that's normal. That's normal to feel a little tired after getting your blood drawn. And, like, my hand, or maybe a little tired, like, my hand felt like that nummy hand. I'm like, okay, it's fine. That normally happens when I get my blood drawn. And I had, like, this sharp pain where the needle was, right? Which makes sense. That was, like, the most thing. Like, I had a sharp pain there, and it was kind of hard to move my hand around, mainly because of the pain, and also because it was just slow movements and stuff like that. And it makes sense. I just got, like, 8 vials of blood taken from me. And then, as another doctor was walking by, they're like, he looks a little pale. Are you okay? oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. The doctor who was taking the blood, who at this point is no longer taking my blood, is just like adjusting the vials as I slowly get up, is like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm perfectly, I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded. And they're like, oh, it's okay, let me go get you something. And then I go from a little lightheaded to, holy moly, I can't breathe. Not holy moly, I can't breathe. Holy moly, I can't see. I'm like down and like I feel nauseous. Not nauseous, but like woozy. And like everything's in the clouds. And then I go from my eyes being open to like my vision going out. I don't know if I had my eyes closed. I think for part of it, I did have my eyes closed, but I would open it and I would still not see anything. I had doctors, rushing in. The doctor who was taking my blood, who is now like super close and is like asking me questions, being like, oh, can you call for me? Can you do this? All right, what's your name? What's your date of birth? What's this? What's that? What's, respond to me. I'm like, I'm responding. They end up giving me water, a little icy. I have like a fan being blown at me with the cold. They're like, are you able to get up and go onto the wheelchair? Are you feeling a little better? I'm like, I'm feeling a little better. They put me on the wheelchair. I get pushed further into the office, and I get put into a room where I lay in the bed, and I'm just like sucking on this little ice popsicle thing. I start feeling a lot better. The doctor's like, okay, do you feel safe walking back outside? I'm like, yeah, I could walk now. I feel a lot better now. Yeah. And they're like, okay, all right, okay, great. I'm glad. Oh, give me a second. I'm glad you feel better and that you're not like about to pass out on us again. I'm like, no, I'm good. I feel better. And she's like, okay, let's go. I'm like, wait, no, the doctor said I needed to take a urine sample. I can't leave without that urine sample. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, at least you're conscious enough to say that. I'm like, yeah, let me take my urine sample. Thank you very much. I take the urine sample. I walk out. Funny thing is, I'm walking out, and all the doctors in the front, like, the people who are, I call them doctors. I know some people might not call them doctors because they're just, at the front and like they're like the office kind of, because like I like to call them doctors. They wear scrubs. For all I know, they could be med students working there part-time while they are getting their license. I call them doctors. They wear scrubs. They're doctors. They attend to me. They're doctors. They're in a doctor's clinic. Doctors. And they're like, are you okay? You safe? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I go back. I end up eating McDonald's. I was like, I was gonna be good today, and I wasn't gonna eat out, and I was gonna eat at home and eat something healthy. I was gonna go to the gym today, and I'm like, you know what? No, I feel woozy. I feel icky. The doctor told me to make sure, they told me to make sure that that I eat as soon as I can, and that I make sure that I replenish my food, and that I focus on not only nutritional foods and foods high in iron, but also foods with sugar, especially natural sugar, so that my sugar levels could go up, and high in iron so that I make more blood. So yeah, that happened. So I'm cutting this video short, mainly because I'm really tired. I still had to go to work after that. It was my office job, so it's good. I put in my 2 weeks today, so I will only have that one job, and it won't be a 2-job anymore, which is amazing. Great, more time for you guys for YouTube. But no, yeah, I want to do a short video because I still need to record another video, because I'm really, I don't have a backlog right now. If I don't record one day, you guys won't get a video, and I don't want to do like that. I want to have a backlog for moments where, like, for example, today, where it's like, you know what, it would have been really great if I didn't have to record. Not really great in the sense of like recording is a pain right now. No, it just would have been a nice little, okay, let me take a break, because, you know, find a little excuse me, like, okay, I don't have to record, hee hee ha ha, you know, and be able to take that luxury and stuff like that. But mainly I'm worried about when I actually get sick, you know? I don't want to have to worry about recording when I'm sick. This, I don't mind recording. I'm not gonna pass out on you guys. I'm literally sitting down, relaxed and chillax. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to record another video and start a little bit of a backlog. I want to record 1 or 2 more videos and start a little bit of a backlog. And I can't do that if I record a 33-minute video. But the next video is definitely going to be 26 minutes long, so do not worry. It will still be 26 minutes long. And it's an epilogue. So it starts with 7 years later. So it's an epilogue. It's an epilogue. After that, as I said, there's also the other fanfiction that has been approved. I have the thumbnail done by that fan who did a wonderful job drawing me that. I absolutely love it. I can't believe you thought I wasn't going to use it. I don't care if it's stick figures. You put your time and effort into it. I'm going to use it, especially considering this is your favorite fanfiction. I want to, you know, want to honor you, you know? And also, holy fucking shit, I can't believe you found me a fanfiction that I've been looking for forever. I needed a trope like this. I needed it. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Links to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.